All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into waistcoats.
Waistcoats.
Yeah, waistcoats. You know, those vests that
Right, right.
yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
You've got some cool design notes and research you sent over.
Yeah.
We even found some stuff about King Charles II back in the 17th century.
Oh, wow.
Apparently, he was a bit of a fashion icon. Who knew?
Yeah, that's so fascinating, isn't it? Like how these trends start.
It is, yeah.
You know, sometimes they're practical and sometimes they reflect the values of the time.
Totally. And speaking of values, have you thought about who you're designing this waistcoat for?
Oh, that's crucial.
Yeah, their style, their preferences, it all matters, right?
You've got to know your audience, right?
Right, yeah. And I was looking at your materials on fabrics,
Mm-hmm.
and it mentions properties. And I was like,
Yeah.
properties. So it's not just about looks. It's about things like
Right.
how tough the fabric is, or even if it's water resistant.
Exactly. It has to function as well as
Right.
looking good.
Like thinking back to King Charles,
Mm.
waistcoats were worn under other clothes.
Right.
So maybe warmth was a big factor.
Oh, for sure.
Or even showing off a luxurious fabric
Ooh.
underneath like a status symbol.
Right.
Yeah. So interesting how design can be so layered like that.
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole story, isn't it?
It is. And speaking of layers,
Uh-huh. Okay.
your notes emphasize getting the measurements right
Yes.
for the width and length.
It's so important.
Precision is key,
Absolutely. It's like building a house. You need a good foundation,
right?
and getting those measurements accurate sets you up for success with the whole design.
Yeah, wow. Precision at every stage.
Pretty much.
Did you find that in your research too?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What surprised you most?
Honestly, it was the variety of fastenings.
Oh, interesting.
I always think of buttons,
Right, the standard.
Yeah, but historically, there were so many options.
Huh.
Like, since you mentioned going for a vintage feel,
Yeah.
have you considered horn buttons?
Horn buttons.
They were popular in the 18th century. Oh, wow.
It would add an authentic touch.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
Right.
And your materials mention decorative knots, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like those beautiful Chinese frog closures.
Yeah.
Those could add a really unique touch
Definitely.
and fit that vintage vibe.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the beauty of designing something unique. It's about pushing boundaries, even with something classic like a waistcoat.
Right.
Think about seams,
Yeah.
maybe incorporating unexpected materials,
Hmm.
even a hidden pocket with a surprise lining.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thinking about your fabric,
Mm.
what properties would be most important?
Mm.
Durability for everyday wear,
That's a good question.
or something more delicate for special occasions?
Right. And it brings us back to that initial point about the wearer.
Yeah.
Who are they? What's their lifestyle?
Mm.
How can this waistcoat not just clothe them, but reflect who they are?
Yeah.
Just like telling their story through fabric and design.
It is. Okay, so we've covered a lot today.
Knowing your target audience, choosing the right fabrics
Yeah.
with those all-important properties,
Mm-hmm.
even a bit of historical context. And let's not forget precision in measurements,
Oh, absolutely essential.
but also embracing creativity to make something truly one of a kind.
Exactly. You've got to have both, right?
Absolutely.
So to leave you with one final thought,
Okay.
how can this waistcoat design not just be beautiful, but also meaningful?
Oh, I like that.
How can it reflect the wearer's personality, maybe even tell a story?
That's the magic of design, isn't it?
It really is.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive on waistcoats.
My pleasure.
See you next time.
Bye.